Since Spacies.
G'day invaders, welcome to Since Spacies, and I thought I'd put a quick video up about something really cool that just happened. And I always get asked to share my stories from my days working at Sega, and something came up just recently and I thought this is too cool not to share. So just with all the movements going on here with this room, getting everything into this room, it's freed up a lot of space in the other parts in this house. And in cleaning up and getting all the cupboards and whatnot cleared up, I came across something that was really cool, and I thought I'd lost it. Now, a lot of stuff that I had from my days at Sega were chucked out thanks to psycho ex-girlfriends from the past. They're gone, they're never coming back. I'm thinking of trying to get them back on eBay again, but the prices are just ridiculous and there's no way that I'd ever want to pay those kind of prices. But just recently, something that I did hold on to just resurfaced, and I put a Twitter post about this, and the response was huge. I got 1,000 likes, which is the biggest tweet I've ever done so far. So that was pretty cool. So what is that item? Well, I'm going to put the picture of the post, and it's basically this little badge. Now there's a story behind the little badge. Well, you're not going to see it, but anyway, the picture will be up there. Now the story behind the badge is that coming up to leaving school, I had no job, and it was a couple of weeks into being unemployed, so to speak. I didn't refer to it that way. I looked at it as being free. But eventually my dad said, hey, you know what, I think you really got to start getting serious about getting a job. And I started giving up on Sega by this time. I had really tried to get the job with Sega and they weren't responding, and I figured, well, it's probably time I got serious and got a real job. So one day I'm playing the Mega Drive and Dad came in with that speech. Not an hour went by after that speech, the phone rang, and it was Sega, and they said, yeah, we've had a change of staff here, and we'd be interested in having you come in and come in for an interview. Like, this is cool. Sega called me. I don't have to keep calling them, and they're inviting me in. So of course I said I was available and I was free. And the next day I was able to head in there. I was in there real quick, smart, suited up, and I went in there for an interview. Basically they said, have you played Alex Kidd? And I said, yes. I finished it. I even finished it on the original Master System, not the inbuilt version. I had it played it on cartridge, and that was enough to get me the job. And they said, great. You start next Monday, and please come in, don't get suited up this time around, just turn up in casual. So I turned up all excited, but I'd never had a full-time job before. Obviously I was fresh out of high school and I had no idea what to expect. And one of the staff members, he was their roadshow staff member, he had a massive mullet. You know, it was the early 90s after all, and he had the Sega tracksuit pants with the Sega down the side and a Sonic the Hedgehog shirt, and he came up, they told me to wait in a room because they were getting forms for me to fill out prepared. And while I was waiting, and I was so nervous, like, what am I supposed to do? I don't know anything about working. I've only pushed trolleys in the local grocery store for a job beforehand and sold candy or lollies door to door. So this was like, the first real job that I had. And so they sit me down in this room, and they said, look, just play some games while you're waiting, and we'll be with you in a moment. And this guy comes in, and he comes up to me and says, by the way, I heard you're just studying today. And I said, yeah. And he goes, I'd like you to have this. And he gives me this badge, and he says, welcome to the team. And it was shiny and new back then. It's really rusted up and corroded a bit now. This was really, that was the cool moment. Like, I had all the Sega posters and all the games machines around at the time, and that was pretty cool. But that moment when he handed me that, there was no one else in the room, it was just me and him. He popped in, he gave it to me, and then he walked off. I didn't know him. he just walked off. I've seen him around a few times since when I was working there. But that moment was really cool, and that's when I really truly felt like they've accepted me and I was a part of the team. So that was a really cool thing, and I thought I found this again in my sort of cleaning up of the crap in this house, and I had all the Sonic 2 badges. I had the whole set, and I had it all emboxed, and I had all that stuff, and it was all thrown out. But the one thing I held on to was this one badge, and I made sure that I was not going to lose it. And I'm so glad that I've held on to it. So I thought I'd share that when I found it up on Twitter. I took a photo of it, and I told the little brief story about how he said welcome to the team, and it made me feel special. And that wasn't a lie, that actually did happen. And I thought I'd do this quick video and just give you a bit of a rundown on how this one little badge means so much to me. And my time in Sega, it was so precious, it was so quick, and it was just so long ago. I feel like I'm an aging old man. I just saw grey hairs before filming this, so yeah, starting to get old in the tooth, but memories like this keep me going, and I don't know how old I'll be before I stop doing this channel, but this stuff really means a lot to me. And I thought I'd ask you guys, what special memories have you got from your gaming past? Is there something that comes to mind that made you think, wow, these were really special days? It doesn't have to be from the early 90s. That was my special day. It could be from the PlayStation era, the Xbox era, even the PlayStation 4 or the Xbox One. Tell me something in the comments below that really made you feel like, wow, this is something really cool that we've got here, and that is video games. My name's been Brian, and I've been gaming since Spacies. Thanks, guys.
Since Spacies.